You ain't got to snatch me up in here every time. What's the purpose of the tent?
Look, man.
It's supposed to be private, no bugs in here?
Yes, man.
Your phones and stuff?
I don't want that city pollution messing up my nose, my inhaling of the beautiful air.
It's still in there. This is a tent.
Look, whatever. All right, listen. I've been doing some research on YouTube.
Haven't you ever been to the library?
Who goes to the library in 2017? Where's the library? I don't know any libraries.
I know some.
Unless it's on a college campus. That's it.
My son goes to the library.
And they don't go in the college library to read books. They go in there to get on the free Wi-Fi. Anyways, look.
Why you got me in there?
I've been researching on YouTube.
Okay.
Do you think the man, white man, dumbed down hip hop to mess up the black community?
That theory is not too bad. I think maybe, yeah, probably.
There's a few things, man. Like if you go to hip hop back when it first started, a lot of this fun, dancing, everything like that. You had a lot more female rappers also. There's a lot more female MCs back in the day. Wasn't selling too much sex. Maybe a song here and there.
They were just selling a good time.
They were selling a good time, partying. It was all about partying with hip hop.
It was.
That's all it was about. Nowadays, you got hip hop. There's only one female rapper.
Who?
Nicki Minaj. She's the biggest female rapper. There's nobody else.
She's not the only one.
What I'm saying is the only one that's being pushed heavily. Of course, it's not only one. But I'm saying back in the day, you had Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, Yo-Yo. You had a bunch of different female MCs back in the day that wasn't just selling sex, was selling a good time, bars, lyrics. You had
bars and lyrics. But they got sexual with Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown. They had the cleavage out there.
That's when it started to get crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when did it kick in? When was the shift?
I think somewhere in the mid-90s.
With who though?
Gangsta rap too.
Gangsta rap was part of the.
I think to a point, like, cause you gotta think, and like the Ice Cube NWA era, they didn't just push gangsta rap. They had a message in their stuff.
Absolutely.
So they gave you a message, fight the power. You had, Chuck D and all them. You had all that. So the NWA still had a message, even though they had gangsta rap. Then they started to push only violence and killing, and you've seen the murder rate rise in our community. And that's only rappers they wanted to sign after that was murder rappers. They pushed the beef, the East Coast, West Coast, Biggie and Tupac beef. That was spawned by the media, by the man. We don't own the media. We know who owns the media. It ain't us.
This might be all right. Cause I did notice a shift. Cause I'm 40. So I grew up, everything was pro-black for a while. Yeah, X-Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers.
Everything uplifted our community.
Brand Nubian, they was on the extreme side of it.
Yep.
Like all white men are devil. I was like, I never believed in that. But like, it was super like, let's get educated, let's unite, and then the shift. Because the crack hit the streets in the 80s.
Right.
And that's when, NWA was spawned out of that. And then, I don't know, man.
They have these things that I don't know if you heard of it called industry plans. Have you heard of that? That some of these rappers are called industry plans. It's these guys that the industry picks out and pretty much says, here, go in there, and we're making these guys big. And they call them industry plans because they're selling all these supposed records. Yeah. But when you go to a concert, they can't even sell out 1,000, 2,000 seaters.
Ain't nobody there?
Ain't nobody there.
Who? You got an example?
There's a white rapper named Russ. He's getting called out a lot for being an industry plan right now.
I've never even heard of Russ.
Yeah.
Anybody I would have heard of?
Everybody knows Iggy Azalea.
Yeah. But she flamed out though. She came. She was a one album wonder.
But she still was hot and she still hit. And they're saying that, like we always say, like a lot of times the white rappers are the ones. Now you look at somebody like Eminem who studied and loves hip hop from the ground up. Him being in the Ice-T documentary, and a lot of people respect his hip hop knowledge. But you got some people that can't name anything, that don't know too much about hip hop, and they're coming into this culture, and they're kind of just using it and leaving. Even somebody like a Miley Cyrus that jumped in Justin Bieber, they jump into the hip hop culture. Then when they want to be free, they're like, yo, I don't even mess with that. I don't want to do that. Don't notice me as that anymore. Right. Do you think the industry even planted them to like get with all these rappers, like get produced songs by Mike Will Made It and get featured by, the Khaled's and stuff like that, and all of a sudden they make their money, now get away from you. You already sucked up all the black people. Get up out of there, get back to your culture, and beat us free. Like she don't twerk no more. She don't dress provocative no more. Nothing like that.
I'm glad though, because it was over the top.
I mean, she was built like a pencil, but hey, now she dipped out of our culture and she's covering herself up and she's on The Voice doing this whole different thing. She revamped her image.
I feel like, but with Miley Cyrus, she didn't need us already. She was already big. Then she did all that. I think it was just more. Miley's a tough case because she was so young, and I think she just went through a little rebellious phase within her.
Possibly.
And then like, yo,
possibly.
And now she like, you know.
People say that about her and Justin Bieber, but
I look at somebody like Pink, for example.
Mm-hmm.
When she first came out, heavy R&B.
Absolutely.
Heavy R&B. And then she just switched it up and then just blew up on a different style. Now that could have been pressure from the record label.
Absolutely. They seen the image, they wanted to work her
yeah.
as maybe the white R&B girl. Because
Right.
she's talented, Pink can sing.
Super dope.
Yeah. But I'm saying with somebody like Miley Cyrus, you know, she went in and she used it, sucked it dry, and then she dipped out and doesn't even pay no homage to the culture. That's my issue with a lot of time with some of these people is that they come into the culture and they don't be like, yo, thank y'all for this. They ain't wearing cornrows, don't ever say it's a thing that they got from the culture or nothing like that. They suck up the culture. R&B right now. R&B is David Banner said R&B is Adele. R&B is Sam Smith. R&B is Justin Timberlake. I mean, you look at, they're the biggest R&B artists out there. There's no big R&B artist besides what right now? Trey Songz right now. He might be the biggest. Chris Brown maybe.
Wow.
That's it. That's all we supposedly got. But they're not selling nowhere near closest records as Adele. Do you think they're planning some of these white rappers in there right now to take over and then they're going to be the face of hip hop?
Well, I don't see a lot of white rapper infiltration in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But that R&B thing, I never thought about that.
Right.
It can be a push out just like rock and roll. That's crazy.
Apple Music had a section called, I think, Blue Eyed Soul.
Blue Eyed Soul, yeah. Yep.
And people were like, yo, what the hell is this?
Like you know, not Alan Thicke, Robin Thicke,
Justin Timberlake, even a little bit of John Mayer up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they can't do it too fast with hip hop. But definitely they're slowly doing it. They said that guy Russ. They talk about maybe possibly Post Malone, Iggy Azalea.
Iggy, she ran out of steam though.
Hey man.
She's done.
Hey, she's still out here with the ass shots, man.
I mean, she out here, but musically, she's not relevant no more.
Side note, would you smash Iggy Azalea?
Nah, she's not really my flavor.
You wouldn't smash Iggy Azalea?
I mean, you know, on a cold hot night.
A cold
hot night. I mean, you know, she's cute.
Like Paul Wall, you hot like a cup of warm piss.
She's cute though. She's cute. I'll give her that. I never really lusted after her like that.
But
on a cold hot
night.
A cold hot, yeah. She's a little too pasty for me. She got the pasty going.
Yeah. She's like a blank canvas.
Like mad pasty.
Yeah.
Like she would scare me in the middle of the night in the dark hallway.
Yeah, she definitely looked like.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh,
he throws some of them old clothes on.
Because I'm scared of clowns.
Yeah.
So if
you calling her a clown?
If your complexion is like
the color of a clown,
if it's too pasty, I'm gonna get.
You calling her it
at night?
You calling her it now?
But not in the face, but just the skin tone.
I mean,
just
she kind of has that it forehead, bro.
You ever see somebody in the middle of the night in the house, but the moonlight is coming in, so it makes your face, you know, brighter.
So you calling her the moonlight?
On the turnaround, that would scare the shit out of me in the middle of the night.
What do you think about rappers speaking out about, you know, saying like KRS-One has spoken out numerous times. Mm-hmm. You know, Lord Jamar has spoken out numerous times. Yeah. David Banner has spoken about it. Like a lot of rappers have came out and these were rappers that were in there. And even I think David Banner spoke about even when he tried to change his message to a positive one, they didn't want him to.
Yeah. I definitely think they push music that's just fluff. Like we partying, we having a good time, we talking about money, cash, hoes, we pushing. Remember when Jay-Z said he had to dumb down to double his dollars? That's because the fluff rap was selling.
Right.
But you always had the cats that stayed in the lane and, you know, talking about something Talib Kweli, Common, you know.
But do they sell and make money?
Who?
That's all. Dude, what do you think it's about? Do you think they're dumbing down our community to dumb down our people so we can kill each other to higher the murder rate? Or do you think it's because of money? Or do you think it's a combination of both?
I think it's probably a combination and control thing. Like, yeah, we want to control the masses. You got more control over the masses. If you don't like their message, like they probably didn't like the message back in the late 80s with X-Clan, stop the violence, self-destruction, all that. There's too much unity going on. We got to bust that up. And so, I don't know. So now they want just, because if it's just fluff rap, just look at my cars, I got all the bitches. You keep having a good time. You're not really coming together as a community.
Right. I agree with that. I think they don't want us to come together as a community because they don't let too many rappers through that they're building up themselves. Like somebody like Kendrick Lamar, right, who's a pretty big rapper, and J. Cole. These guys have built their fan base from the ground up themselves.
Right.
I was a fan of these guys way beforehand, before they were huge in the industry at all. And
they selling.
Yeah, but they because they built a loyal fan base. It wasn't because of the industry.
Right.
It was loyal fan base and consistent music. Anybody else that tries to put in music, somebody like to me, Nas is one of your favorite rappers, right?
Right.
He should be one of the biggest artists of all time, selling wise. But even with the Damian Marley album that he put out, they had some messages up in that album, and it should have did a lot better. Do you think when an album like that is put out, do you think they hear those lyrics and like, ooh, we're gonna under promote it, we're not gonna put enough units out, and all those things like that. We're not gonna push it, we're not gonna put it on no NFL, NBA games, even if they got a hot song in there, because we don't want too many people of that community to hear that message.
I think so. I think they're not really pushing stuff like that with those type of messages, even though that's the type of stuff that resonates with people. I feel like the content, but I feel like the control lies within the artist too. Like they could change the message. Like, they could start talking about stuff. If everybody's on one accord, not necessarily the same message, but if everybody's like, you do a hot party beat with some conscious, we
bars
building the community up, you throw that in there, and then it could be like, oh man, because Fight the Power was a smash.
Yeah.
But it was the music and the content. We just need to go back to that. The artists need to do it, and then it's like no choice. But I do feel like they trying to dumb down the real, but I feel like it can be a resurgence in contented hip hop due to the internet and the independence that brings on.
Absolutely.
So you got the biggest 3 hip hop acts right now: Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. Out of the 3 of those, 2 are talking about some real stuff. So that's dope.
And
that
one talking about love is real, man.
Love is real too. No disrespect to love.
Drake talking about love. Man.
Everybody can relate to that. That's why Drake is. He's the most streamed artist in music history. Period. Right now. So, but like J. Cole and Kendrick talk about some real, American issues, and it still resonates and it still sells. So it's just, I think people are hungry for that content though. We getting done with the cars and the bitches, the drugs and the violence. We done.
So you think the internet could possibly save us from that?
Yeah.
We don't understand?
Because you had a lot of power in independence now.
Well, I agree with you, man. I agree with that point. So guys, do you think the man is dumbing down hip hop, or do you think the internet can save us? Leave your comments down below, man. Tell us what you guys think. We'll have some links down there for you, some videos from KRS-One, Lord Jamar, even talking about the Illuminati. Thank you guys for watching, man.
Man, who the hell are you talking to?
I'm talking to the people out there.
How long you been in this tent, though?
About 1.5 years.
Getting the hell out of here.